This is file 231880ST. It's a traffic case. Charges driving with a suspended driver's license. Are you William Eugene Lowry?
Yes, sir.
You got a ticket on August 27th in Centerville for driving with a suspended license. He ran through a lane. Show us suspended. So let's take a look at your driving record. Driving suspended is one of our most common offenses. It's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Carries 2 points on your driving record, and it requires that your license be suspended. Your license is already suspended, but you got a ticket in Battle Creek and you failed to show up on a reckless driving charge. Then that was in September of 22. In December of 22, you got a reckless driving charge here in St. Joe County that they reduced to careless driving. And you got suspended from November 19th to February 16th of 22. And you got suspended from April 28th through indefinitely for failing to appear in Calhoun County. And then they referred you for a driver assessment for 3 negligent crashes. And you failed to show for the examination in the driver license appeal division, and they further suspended your license from May 23 until requirements of licensing authority have been met. So you're suspended about 3 different ways for failing to appear in Calhoun County, failing to show up for a driver assessment, and a driving suspended here, or reckless, I think, in St. Joe County. Anyway, your license is clearly suspended. The public defender, Matea Paycheck, is here, and she's available for consultation, but the law presumes I will do a fine and cost for this, but at some point you're going to need to stop driving. How do you plead to the charge that on September 27th here in Centerville, you were driving with a suspended license?
I plead guilty. I was driving.
Where were you going?
I was here. I was actually in the parking lot here getting eviction notices to get people out of my house.
All right. Well, there's no exception to. How did you happen to get stopped?
I was really I didn't get nothing in the mail notifying me of my license being suspended. I didn't really think about it.
Well, do you still live at Ivy Lane?
I'm staying with my grandma now at 320 East Market. Like, I'm evicting people out of Ivy Lane.
All right. Well, they send a notice.
That's what I think. I got the notice out of Ivy Lane.
To the address on your driver's license. I never got it.
Just what I think happened. I'm not sure.
Are you working someplace?
I'm looking for a job right now. I mean, I got a little bit of work today, but that's not.
When did you last work?
Huh?
When did you last work?
Well, I was working at Haul About Trailers before I got in trouble for the reckless driving and stuff like that. I got incarcerated, so I lost my job.
Okay. You were on a motorcycle?
No, I was in a car. I was in a truck.
I don't know what the heck you were doing, but you don't owe any money as far as I can tell here. You got issues in Battle Creek.
Yeah, I got to settle them issues.
You already went to jail for the underlying charge, so I guess I won't put you back in jail.
Thank you.
I'm going to $125 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee. That's $250. I'm going to give you until the end of November to pay that. 11/30. Whose car were you driving?
My mother's.
She
Which I ended
can
up,
get in
getting
trouble.
it from her, and then I kind of wrecked it, and that's.
Yeah, then you wrecked your mom's car too?
Well, I bought it from her, and then then I wrecked it. Insurance paid it off, so no harm, no foul, except for me being stupid.
I guess you're too old for that stuff.
I
That's
am.
like, did you give that to him?
Yes.
Like 18-year-old stuff, not 39-year-old stuff.
Thank you.
All right, I want you to pay that and you're good to go.
All right. Thank you.
This is file 231072 SM. People versus Jesus Gabriel Sanchez. It's alleged that on or about June 1st that you did maliciously injure personal property worth more than $200 but less than $1,000. Tires, which were the property of Caden Colby Gage Ford. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. There's no, oh, there it is. He said that you slashed two of his tires on his Mazda pickup. And this had to do with Miranda Rawson, who you know and I know. And supposedly Miranda saw you do it. You got other problems. You have allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. You owe $350. You are on a time payment.
I'm sorry, a what?
It's allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code.
I have no knowledge of this.
All right, well, let's take a look. Maybe there's more than one Jesus Sanchez. And an aggravated assault. Anyway, you haven't paid any of your fines.
Was the aggravated assault with Justin Johnson? If it was, that's taken care of. I haven't been in any altercations besides since then.
Well, let's see what I can find out. 10.
I might just owe fines for that, but
You got a
that's taken
ticket,
care of.
Jesus Gabriel Sanchez, your date of birth, on July 8th of 2021 for driving with a suspended license. We had a Zoom hearing. It was reduced by the prosecutor to allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. That gave you a fine of $75, $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and a $150 attorney fee. I gave you all the way until the end of 2021, and you never made one payment. So maybe you should go to jail for that.
To be honest with you, I did completely forget about that, and I do have the money to pay that.
All right, well, let's talk about the other one. It started out as an armed robbery, and it was reduced to aggravated assault. That was in front of Judge Pattison.
Yes, that was the Justin Johnson. I can make a payment on that too.
Well, how about if you just go to jail, if you get these fines and costs and you forget or just don't pay?
I can pay them today.
Okay, well, that'd be a good thing. How about this malicious destruction of tires? Do you wish to plead not guilty to that and get an attorney to help you with this?
Not guilty.
Yes?
Yes, not guilty.
All right. I want you to take care of this other stuff.
Could you possibly give me the total of everything?
I'll give it to you here in a little slip. Were you friends with Miranda?
That is the mother of my child.
Yes. And as you know, I spent a lot of time with Miranda, and you guys have had sort of a tumultuous circumstance. Is the child with you now?
Yes.
He was a cute little kid.
Yeah. He's still a happy little man.
Well, he doesn't need this kind of stuff going on in his life.
No, he doesn't. Honestly, ever since she's been incarcerated, everything's been running very smoothly.
Her out date is 10/21, so she'll be out here pretty soon, 10 days or so.
Yeah, she's gonna be going to her dad's over in Indiana.
I think that's a good plan. She needs some support. Appoint an attorney, set attorney pretrial for November 3rd at 8:30. I'll give you this little slip that shows the fines that you own. Are you working someplace?
Yes, Jacob.
Why don't you take him out, get him a appointed attorney. We'll set the matter for further proceedings. I feel bad about the first one. You got a break. They reduced it from driving suspended to allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. I gave you 3 months to pay it, and you repaid me by paying not 1 cent.
Yes, I apologize about that. I do tend to get overwhelmed and forget about things.
All right, I want you to pay those. We'll see how you've done when I see you on November 3rd.
I do have a question. Am I okay to just pay 500?
You
And
just
then next
start
pay
paying
then?
on them. I want to see you make
Okay,
it.
thank you.
All right. Just stand right there. What's the charge, Tim?
Looks like they wrote it as a miscellaneous misdemeanor ordinance file.
All right, well, they charge you with something. I think it's akin to disturbing the peace. Dispatch for a male subject threatening with a gun upon making contact. Subject stated he lied about the gun and was just upset over his cat. Okay. That the way they've charged it, I believe, is a misdemeanor under Sturgis ordinance, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Mr. George, is this kind of thing you would reduce to the civil infraction?
Yeah, I think it's more appropriate than civil infraction disorderly.
All right. That distinguished gentleman is the Assistant Sturgis City Attorney. You're charged with a misdemeanor, miscellaneous ordinance violation. They have a civil infraction, which is not a crime. It's punishable by a fine only, and the fine is $100. But I guess the allegation is you called and said that there was a incident with a gun, but there really was no gun.
That's
Yeah.
all because I was upset that day because I thought they took my cat.
Okay, would you plead to the civil infraction charge, which is not a crime, for disturbing the Sturgis
Yes,
officers? All right. Are you still living in the tent, or have you found a place to be?
we found a place to stay.
Where are you staying?
We're staying with a family friend, Joshua Ferris and his wife and family.
All right, that's the same people in here, and you thought they took your cat.
Yeah, I thought they took my cat because the doggy door was open and I never opened that door. There's no way to lock it up or anything. I was just making sure my cat was safe and sound, and I'm just scared of losing her.
All right, well, the Sturgis police got better things to do. They go out on a gun case and find out it has to do with a missing cat. They probably went on a priority there. Tim, do you know the citation for that civil infraction?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, this is not a crime, so it's a fine only. Fine and cost is $100. You don't have any money right now? If I give you till the end of the year, December 31st, can you pay that? Have you worked anywhere?
I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings for like
Your Honor, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I used to work at Wings downtown Sturgis. He used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings. And he ended up having to go to Hillsdale Hospital Mental Health Ward.
Okay. I remember that you were at Wings. All right, I'm going to give it till the end of the year to pay this. And this one is, again, this is not a crime. It's a civil infraction. But you can't do that sort of thing. It's a waste of city resources, and it could be dangerous if they're driving lights and siren to a gun case, and it's only about a cat. All right, you're free to go.
thank you.
I did.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Tim can have this back.